Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Lavo and welcome to the YouTube channel. Today I'll be bringing you guys my first ever video and I hope it's going to be a good one, and I do hope you guys do enjoy this. If you do, please feel free to leave a like and also subscribe and also comment some suggestions you guys think that I have some videos I could do in the future. Now I do please excuse the background noise. I'm just using my standard PlayStation 4 mic. It's not a very good one of course, but so every little noise you can hear in the background. But nevertheless, let's get into the video. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys my personal Fortnite settings. I know Fortnite is one of the best games going on at the moment. You know, it's all over the internet. It is the best game at the moment in time, and you know, this is the settings that I use and I have used for a while now, especially since season 4 just started. And you know, me personally, these settings are for me the best, and obviously your settings are personal to how you play and your play style, and but for me this is how I personally believe the best style. So let's get into it. So in the background there's a gameplay that I actually took today. I believe it was a 12 kill game, and towards the end I did end up dying, but my mates ended up clutching the win, which is pretty good. But these are the settings that I was using in that video as well, that you see in the background. But let's just jump into it, you know. So my matchmaking region, it is in Europe, obviously because I live here in the UK, in Northern Ireland. Anywhere else, if I put my region to anything else, it's the most laggiest gameplay you'll ever see, and it's not very enjoyable at all. Mouse sensitivity, that is just the same because I don't play keyboard and mouse. I just play on the standard PS4, and you know, so but the main bits here is the sensitivity for my wireless controller. Now I do play on 6. I believe 6 is what I'm best at and what I'm comfortable in running around playing with. I do know people prefer higher sensitivity, people who aren't as good at the game prefer lower sensitivity, but it's all personal preference. But in my opinion, this is the best sensitivity to use if you're looking to, you know, build well. I can outbuild my opponents very well. I can build quickly. I can, you know, I can turn on opponents flat out with this sensitivity. So the way I always think of it, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So this sensitivity works for me and is the best for me. So it is 6. It probably will stay 6 for another while unless I do further change to put it up a wee bit higher. So I do know a lot of my friends play a wee bit higher sensitivity, but for me, you know, 6 is the best. You know, especially for like shotgun and stuff, you know, I can turn on people, I can build quick, as I said, and you know, it's just, there's no point changing if it works for me. Mouse ADS sensitivity and scope ADS sensitivity, that's the keyboard and mouse, so I just keep it at default. But my wireless controller ADS sensitivity is 60. I think the lower, I put it lower because I prefer it. I prefer the 60. It's not too fast, but it's also not too slow, and you know, that's personally what I feel. I believe my aim is a lot better with this, and when I'm scooping in with a AR. My wireless scope sensitivity, that is for snipers and scope ARs and stuff, but I actually put that up higher because whenever you're sniping, I tend to, the more you can see, the more you can move around, the more freedom you have to look around and scout the area, the better it is. And that's why PC players end up having the best snipers in the community, because they can move their hands so freely and they can look around, scout the area and find targets from beside them, behind them, you know, with the higher sensitivity. So I actually put that up to 70. I believe 70 is what works best for me. Now I do want to also point out that I am not saying these sensitivities, these settings are going to make you the best player, or if you don't use these sensitivities you're not going to be good. But these are just the sensitivities that I use and what I personally believe that work best for me, and may also work for you as well if you give it a go. Invert view, no, I keep that off. I just keep it normal view. I don't really like invert view. I've never played like that. Streamer mode, I have it off because I don't stream, and I also like to see if I ever have a bigger YouTuber or streamer kill me, and it's pretty good, you know, if you've killed them or they've killed you, you know, just to see who you're killing and if there's anyone you do know. The scale of HUD is 90. I actually lowered it down there a few days ago from 100. I just thought it was nicer, a wee bit smaller. Like I used to play Battlefield 4 a lot, and used to put my mini map a lot, wee bit smaller, you know, and I don't know, it's just something it doesn't make any difference. It's just sometimes in the way of people, but it didn't really bother me. I just thought it'd be nice to have it down a wee bit. A show spectator count, I keep it on. I do know a lot of people don't like it on because it feels as if it's a lot of under pressure, knowing that people are watching them, but it's all mental, you know. It's all mental games, you know. It doesn't really bother me it being there, and it's nice to see how many people are watching you, and you know, because it does show something. If you outbuild someone or outplay someone in total, people end up sticking around sometimes to watch how you play, so you get tips, and it is good to see that people actually do want to watch how you're doing after you've killed them and stuff, you know. So it doesn't bother me being on or off. I just like it on, and it's been on since it came out. So sprint cancel reloading, I have it off. I used to have it on, but I end up turning it off because I realised if the bolt sniper, I do like to snipe it quite a lot, and there were times where I'd reload my gun, went to sprint, and end up you pull your sniper back out and it's not reloaded because you end up sprinting and I cancelled it. I was getting a wee bit annoying, and I just decided I may as well turn it off, get the full reload in, and then I can run on after that. Tap the search interact, I have it on. I just find it easier, you know, even opening chests, reviving people. Excuse me. I just find it a lot easier just to tap it instead of having to hold it down, you know. There have been times you want to open the chest, you end up holding it in, and you let go, and then you have to because it didn't fully open, it's just silly stuff. So I just I've kept it on since it came out, basically, as far as I can remember. And it's just been a lot easier to navigate around and stuff. Targeting, I don't really know what that is, to be fair, not gonna lie to you, but I have it off. Auto equip better items, I have on. So that is when you kill somebody and all their loot piles up, the better items will come up first. So if they say they have a green AR and a scar, the scar will show up first before anything else. It's just a lot easier to pick it up instead of having to pick up the green AR. They end up getting to the scar and stuff, so I just kept it on. Aim assist is a must on console. You must have aim assist on. It helps with the aim. It will, whenever you aim in, especially with any gun in total, but I don't think snipers though, but when you aim in, it will move your aim a wee bit closer to the target and like lock on to them. Just makes it a wee bit easier to get your shots off and stuff like that. Reset building choice, I always had on, but at the moment I do use building pro, which I will get to at the end of the video, but so it doesn't really matter anymore. But when I used to play combat pro, I always kept that on. I was always wanted the wall that'll start off. It just muscle memory to start off at the wall and then move across the stairs. Turbo building I have on because I find it a lot easier just to spin around, build, and just hold down the trigger instead of having to keep tapping and stuff. Sometimes you tap and it doesn't work right, and then there's a wall doesn't go up or something, and it's just you're an easy target sitting there, you know. A auto material change I have on. This is a really handy thing that Epic Games brought in. Basically what this is, if you run out of wood, let's say you have 200 brick and you have 10 wood, you build a ramp, let's say, with your wood, and then you run out. Instead of having to run and end up having to switch your materials and then build again, it just switch automatically to your brick instead of you having to change. It's just a lot quicker and a lot easier to run up and build without having to constantly have to tap whatever button it is to change the materials. It's been that long since I last changed materials because of this here, so I don't even know what button it is anymore, you know. So controller order one I have on. I don't really find this a problem. I know a lot of people don't like it on. It mess up on their controllers, but for me, I always, when I'm running, like say if the storm is far and there's no one in sight, I just put it on. It means I can stretch my hands a bit. I can change my inventory about to make sure my weapons in the right order how I play. So I just kept it on. It's never been a real problem to me. And but then again, it is personal preference. If it does mess you up and you keep tapping it accidentally when you don't want to, then just turn it off. It doesn't really make a difference this year. Feedback vibration I do have on. I know a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, don't have it on because it does mess up your aim a wee bit. But I've tried playing without vibration. I've even played vibration through COD since Modern Warfare 2 days, and I still play vibration because I don't know. It's always been something I've played with, and it's like when you turn it off, there's like something missing. When you're shooting, it's like you're something missing, and obviously the vibration's missing, obviously, but I don't know, it just feels a lot weird to me. And I know if you keep using it, we'll get used to it after a while, but me personally, I just prefer to have it on. It doesn't really affect me in any shape or form. not that I know of anyway, but I just keep it on. It is, if you prefer it off, which a lot of people do, they just turn it off. It doesn't really make a difference. It's entirely up to you and how you play and how you feel is the best for you, you know. Let's move over to the music. Brightness, of course, brightness is just default, the 0.50 I believe it is. It's just halfway. It's been always kept the same. So my sound, my audio, I have my music volume turned down the loading screen because I don't never really listen to music in the loading screen. You know, I'm always getting into the game, or you know, it's very rare I'm sitting in the loading screen. And if I am, I'm probably away from the controller, so there's no need to me have the music volume up. And especially sometimes you're talking to your friends before a game, you can barely hear them because the music volume's up. So I just put it down. I thought it was easier and stuff like that. The rest of it is, I never actually use voice chat, never use dialogue volume. Well, of course I use it, but I just keep it all the way it is now. I've never really, don't believe I've touched any of it because it doesn't really bother me. I like to have my in-game volume up so I can hear footsteps a lot. I have a decent headset I have on me, so I can hear footsteps pretty well. So I just basically kept this basically the same. Subtitles and voice chat, I have voice chat on, but I've rarely ever used it. Sometimes when playing PC players, I will play voice chat, but on some titles I think that is just for Save the World, in which I don't have, but not until it comes out free, unfortunately. Color correction, sorry. I am fortunately not colorblind. I have the privilege of having full eyesight, so I don't have to have that on. Input, I do not play with mouse and keyboard, as I said. I play with the standard PlayStation 4 remote, so there's no need for me to use this here. I can build fast, and it's just, I've always used controller, so why not just stay with it? There's no point changing over, and I'm playing PS4 anyway. Let's get to my wireless controller settings. So I play Builder Pro. I changed to Building Pro as soon as it came out. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I used to play Combat Pro, and as you can see here, I believe I have both of them up side by side right now. Building Pro is much easier to compete with players, as you can build ramps and walls instantly without having to, within Combat Pro, having to swipe across left and right twice to get the ramp and wall. And it's even, Building Pro is even quicker than using ramp and pyramid method, which is when you added the pyramid to stairs. But I believe that Building Pro is so much quicker, just in general everything. It does take a while to get used to, and especially the trap selection, when you have to like double tap square to place a jump pad or place a trap or stuff like that. It does get a wee bit, it is a wee bit unique, but also a bit annoying and frustrating at times when you can't remember the button in like a, when you're in a tense 1v1, or it does get a wee bit frustrating sometimes if you can't remember it. And you know, but me personally, if you are playing Combat Pro, Quick Builder, or Standard, which if you're playing Standard, then fair play to you, but that's all I can say to that. But I would recommend to change to Building Pro. It's helped me compete against better builders and me, better players in general. And once you get used to it, it will take a day or two to get used to it, and you'll be flying. You'll be the best decision you've made in this game. This Building Pro option, I think a lot of people are now using it as it came out, and it means now it's basically like playing keyboard and mouse. You can build a wall and a ramp basically instantly without having to, as in Combat Pro, swipe across right and then back to left, you know, just so much quicker. And but that is basically my controller settings. There is one more thing that I do use that I do find is really helpful to me, that on my controller, I will have a screenshot up now of my controller. If you go into your PlayStation menu, you go whole way up to settings, you then click into accessibility, and then go down to button assignments. If you put down the wee box, click the wee box, and then go to customize assignments. I play with my shooting, so R2 and L2 is flipped. Basically, when I play with COD, so my shoot is R1 and my aim is L1. So that's just why I've always played COD, and I just believe it's much easier because R1, L1 are buttons, not panels, as R2 and L2 are. So it's just, there's less of a delay, and it's a lot easier to shoot with, and it's just something I've always used and something I will always continue to use. But because I do have the standard PS4 remote, I do not have a scuff, unfortunately. But this is a tip that I've used since start of season 2, I believe, that it is one of the best decisions. It does help me compete, you know, with the scuffed controller players or people who play claw. But this is basically where you switch axe, which is the jump, with R3. So basically R3 used to be the crouch, but now my crouch is X and my jump is R3. So I always jump a lot more than I crouch. So when you're doing a 1v1, a shotgun battle, or you can jump and aim at the same time without having to move your thumb across the axe and then move it back to the analog stick to aim again. Whereas my thumb consistently stays on R3, and I can jump and aim at the exact same time without having to move the thumb off the remote or off the button. So that's just a useful tip that I've used, something that's really helped me out quite a lot. Obviously, if you do have a scuff or you play claw, even if you play claw, this may be easier for you. But if you're used to claw, just stick with claw. Or if you have a scuff, then there's no need to do this. You have a scuff controller, you may as well get the most out of it that you can. And but yeah, this is basically my tips and tricks or settings that I use, and I'll just wee tip and trick at the end here. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. It was my first video, so obviously I do apologize if it's not going to be the best commentary you've ever heard in your life. It's not going to be the most professional commentary you've heard in your life, but it is a learning curve. It's something that I'm looking to continue growing with my channel, continue just to learn. And the more you do it, the more you will learn, and that is just my aim for this channel. It's just to have a bit of fun, see where I can take it, and just show you guys how certain things I do, certain gameplays. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please do leave a like. Also leave a comment of what videos you'd like to see in the future, and all different stuff I got there. And don't forget to leave a subscribe. I really appreciate it. It will help me out quite a lot, and help me just let me see that you guys did enjoy stuff, and that I'm not wasting my time doing stuff that actually can hopefully benefit out of this and continue going forward. So hope you guys did enjoy, and thank you for listening.